Welcome to the Accessibility Guide channel, and what we're going to do today is I'm going to take two separate JPEG files and convert them using Abbyy Finereader from JPEG to a tagged PDF. The first thing that I'm going to do is actually open the files in the OCR editor. These are two separate JPEG files, and I'm opening both of them at the same time. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to run OCR on both of these pages. Now to do that, I'm going to select the English language from the recognize options, and then I'm going to recognize all the pages in this document as English. But before you get to see the rest of that, if you could, please hit that subscribe and like button and share this video with your friends. It really helps me out a lot. Thank you so much for watching. Back to the video. This is going to perform OCR on these two pages, and on the right hand side it's going to give me the results in the text pane. Now, that didn't work great on this first page, so what we need to do is actually edit some of this text. So to do that, I'm going to delete any unnecessary zones. So there's some small zones found throughout that I'm going to delete, and we may need to edit some of this text. Alright, so I cleaned it up a little bit. Let's go ahead and run OCR one more time. So to run OCR just on this page, I'm going to select the Recognize Page button. Alright, now we can zoom into our text pane and make some changes. So anything that's highlighted in blue is what's called a low confidence character. So we would just want to adjust any of these. And as we can see, the winter is coming. It had the wrong character in there. And then unfortunately, we need to retype some of this because the color contrast on this file is not great. So we're going to say the Business Administration Department's winter courses are now open for registration during the short-term winter. All right, this actually looks pretty good. And then it does not like this font, so we're going to retype this line. Winter courses from the following subjects. And I'm just going to hit the delete key to get rid of some of that content. And then I'm selecting all in this next box where it says disciplines subjects. And I'm literally just retyping what I'm looking at on the left side. And then we're just going to verify. We've got law, finance, business, real estate. We have accounting, tax. We have management, entrepreneurship, computer info systems, and cyber and cloud. Then we have some more text here. Again, we're just verifying the low confidence characters. And because the scan on this is so poor, I really have to spend some time in here. So for all of this, I'm just going to retype it because there's a whole bunch of junk in there. I'm just going to say register for your winter course ASAP, space is limited. All right, and that pretty much concludes page one. Let's move on to page two. We have some background images that we can delete. If we want to keep these logos in, we can mark them as an image. And then I'm just going to do some cleanup on the zone side of the page. I'm not yet worried about my text pane. All right, so we've got our title, our text, some information, and for the most part, it looks like everything is coming through appropriately. I'm going to select the Recognize page once again so it reflects my changes. And then if I select the Reading Order tool, I can actually reorder this content. So because I added this image at the very end, it's recognizing it as number 11 in the reading order. I'm going to select this object first after selecting the Reorder tool, and that moves it to object number 2. To object number 1, and then we can select the rest of this content And that seemed to have fixed it. All right, we're done reordering. The text is coming through. We can validate that by just reviewing the text panel. Next, we're gonna export these files as PDFs. Now to do that, I've already set up my settings. I'm gonna keep all my pictures and footers, and I'm gonna leave it on exact copy. Then I'm gonna select the save button. This brings up a save box, and I'm gonna save these to my desktop, and then we can open them. I'm gonna open both PDF files, and not too bad. The next phase of this would be ensuring that my tags are properly structured. So I would go to my tags panel, and then I can validate the content in here, and it looks pretty good. There is a little bit of cleanup that needs to happen in here, but in terms of using Abbyy Finereader to recognize the text on the PNGs and then export a tagged PDF, we've done 90% of the work. So now I just need to go through and make sure that everything is accessible in our PDF. So you just learned how to OCR 2 PNG files and create a tagged PDF on the export using Abbyy Finereader 15. Thank you for watching.